All right. Good evening, everybody. I'd like to call to order for the meeting of the Board of Education, August 27th, 2025, at 6:30 p.m. in the boardroom of the Administration Building at 70 Conover Road, Colts Neck, New Jersey. If I could have a roll call, Mr. Maresca.
Yes, you may. Mrs. Camera. Present. Mrs. Horowitz. Here. Mr. Rico. Here. Mrs. Ramirez. Mr. Rignetta.
Here.
Mr. Scales. Here. Mr. Scarpa.
Here.
Mrs. Volpe.
Here.
Mr. Walsh.
Here.
Okay, you have a quorum.
Great, thank you. Pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, this meeting has been duly advertised in the Asbury Park Press in a schedule of meetings dated January 16th, 2025, March 4th, 2025, notice of which has been filed with the Deputy Clerk for Colts Neck Township, and the requirements of posting of notices have been met. If we can rise for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Great, thank you. Can I get a volunteer to read the mission statement? All right, Mr. Walsh, thank you.
The mission of the Colts Neck Schools is to empower and inspire students to be confident, creative, self-sufficient learners who maximize their strengths and talents and contribute as responsible participants in their ever-expanding world.
Great, thank you. I just want to recognize Mrs. Ramirez. Thank you. All right, at this time, I'd like to get a motion to approve the minutes, May 7th, July 9th, July 9th executive, and July 23rd. Can I get a motion?
Motion. Second.
All right. Anybody like to comment or have questions on those minutes? All right, if I can have a roll call.
On the minutes, Mrs. Camera.
Yes.
Mr. Rico.
Yes.
Mrs. Ramirez.
I have to abstain from the May 7th minutes if I was not present, but yes to both of the July 9th and the July 23rd.
Thank you. Mr. Rignetta.
Yes.
Mr. Scales.
Yes to all, and then July 23rd, I have to abstain, not present.
Thank you. Mr. Scarpa.
Yes.
Mrs. Volpe.
Yes.
Mr. Walsh.
Yes.
Thank you. The motion did carry.
Okay, great. Just take note of the communications from Ariana Kosak. I just want to thank her for applying for the internship for the new year. I'll be making some further comments on that later in the meeting. I'm going to move right into my report, which will be brief. I'd just like to welcome everybody, welcome the board back from their August vacation. I'm glad to see everybody. I hope everybody had a fantastic summer with their family and friends and got some well-needed rest. With that, I want to recognize the continual work that was still being done, even though we weren't here. I'd like to recognize Mr. Scales and the policy committee. They have been, including myself, we've been continuously working on the Bill of Rights, and we are hopeful that we can conclude our legal evaluation soon, move closer to a first read in the near future. Mr. Walsh has been working on getting estimates for the bus cameras and working with local law enforcement to create the safest transportation for our students. And I'm also looking forward to the board supporting that initiative with the soon-to-be vote. Lastly, I am excited and honored that Dr. Garibay invited me to attend the welcome ceremony for our district on September 2nd. I'm so excited to be there and welcome all the teachers and staff and show our appreciation from this board on how much we appreciate all their hard work and dedication they're going to give to our kids in the upcoming school year. So I'm very excited about that. So that concludes my president's report. And we will move right into the board liaison reports. Mrs. Horowitz is not here, so we are going to skip over. We don't have anything anyway for the parent advisory, and also the PTO is on vacation as well at this time. Moving to the Colts Township school newsletter, if Mrs. Camera could brief us on that.
Okay, I'm just starting to work on the fall newsletter, but most of it will get done once our students return. So, looking forward to highlighting both our president in this edition, as well as Dr. Garibay telling us a little bit about the superintendent's roundtable.
Oh, great. Looking forward to seeing that, Mrs. Camera. Thank you. Moving forward to the Colts Neck Township Schools Arts and Sports Extracurricular Activities, Mr. Regnetta.
All right, just a couple of things. There's you can still sign up for rec soccer. It's right now they're doing late registration at $180 for the season. They're doing pre-K. It'll be through pre-K through for fourth grade. It'll be Saturday starting September 6th at 5 Points Field, and a pre-K will be 9:30 a.m. Kindergarten and first grade will be 10:30 a.m. and second through fourth grade will be 11:30 a.m. and it'll be all co-ed. Go to coltsnecksportfoundation.com to sign up, or your Teen Snap app. There's also travel soccer. There's still some spots available for 2016-2017 boys and 2016 girls if you're born in those years. If you're interested in travel soccer, if your child was born in those years, contact Mike Lineman at ihmike345@yahoo.com or 732-492-1245. That's it. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Regnetta. Moving back to Mrs. Camera and adding Mr. Scarpa's comments for the Colts Neck Township Committee.
All right, I will start. So the meeting was on August 13th. It began with the mayor's proclamation on International Overdose Awareness Day. The township recognized International Overdose Awareness Day, August 31st. And you might notice around the municipal building, there's purple flags on display right now. Each flag symbolizes a person lost to overdose during the first quarter of the year. So this initiative is coordinated by the Prevention Coalition of Monmouth County. As part of the Purple Flag Initiative, free flags are provided to towns and businesses to honor those affected and to help break the stigma around substance use disorder. Kind of like how we have red ribbons or pink ribbons for to raise awareness for other causes. It's the same idea. Moving on, the township is contemplating offering an incentive program designed to recruit and retain volunteer firefighters. The program is point-based. Volunteers earn points for responding to fire calls, attending training and drills, participating in work details, and this is really because we are having trouble recruiting volunteer fire services as well as retaining them. So if you are a resident and you would like to get involved, there are some incentives now. Moving on again, Isabella McAllister proposed creating a high school youth advisory committee for township students, anyone in Colts Neck in grades 9 to 12, and maybe even college students, offering a team perspective independent of the Freehold Regional High School District. So she was sort of talking to the committee about, you know, why she would like them to implement this. Her ideas were to meet monthly. Apparently Marlboro has already implemented this model, provides support to the other township committees, whether it's the historical, the environmental. It gives teenagers the opportunity to engage in town events, volunteer, learn about local government. And the committee seemed to give a lot of positive feedback and just kind of now has to work out the legal details. Many ordinances were passed. One that affects our students directly is that there is a, I don't know if they were ever allowed, but no longer can pets go on any playing fields, soccer, baseball, football. Pets can be brought to town events. Maybe the teen advisory will come up with creating a dog park in town. I thought of that. There's also a discussion on an e-bike ordinance. So parents are encouraged to contact the committee if you want to support your children still being allowed to ride e-bikes to whether it's a municipal park, a friend's house. While again, we have to emphasize the importance of taking safety precautions, wearing helmets, not wearing AirPods, so you know they can hear traffic, following all safety guidelines. So it is like a hot topic issue right now, making sure students are using these e-bikes responsibly. There was some discussion on affordable housing and the possibility of purchasing properties in the Grand to help Colts Neck meet its affordable housing obligations. Okay, I also want to recognize our police department for National Night Out. And Angelique, Kevin, Rob, and myself were able to attend. There were ROTC cadets. There was the ice cream truck. There was Chick-fil-A. There were bounce houses. There was art. It was just really a wonderful community event. Farmland preservation has now added 88 acres, which is wonderful. So that's great. The township's hosting a community concert this Thursday. And let me just see any other things that's important. Oh, the police would like our residents to follow their Facebook page. They are having a coffee with a cop coming up soon, as well as seat installation for car seats for newborns. So those are some things to take advantage of. Friends of the Colts Neck Library are accepting donations, book donations, until September 30th. And just looking ahead, the Business Association will be hosting the 6th Annual Polo Classic on September 7th from 1 to 4:30 at Buck Mills Park. Okay, and that's everything
Great.
from me.
Mr. Scarpa, you want to add to that?
I don't know how to follow that up. That's just like an incredible presentation, but thank you, Ms. Camara, for taking care of that. One point, they are taking volunteers for the EMT as well. EMT department is looking for personal volunteers, so reach out to those folks over there. They're in need of volunteers. But thank you very much. You said everything I was going to say. But I wasn't there on 8/13, but thank you.
Great. Thank you for all those updates. We appreciate it. Moving along to the Colts Neck Township Planning Board, Mr. Scales and Mr. Walsh.
The planning board was not able to meet quorum, so they were not able to meet. So subsequently, no subcommittee meeting for us as well, so nothing new to report.
Okay. Kevin, anything that you?
Yes, I spoke to President of Senior Citizen Association, and
Well, you're doing the senior report, right? Not the planning board?
Seniors.
Oh, okay, I'm
Did I
sorry.
skip something?
No, I
Oh.
thought you may have wanted to add something that
No,
we didn't
no,
know.
I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, you could continue with the seniors. I'm sorry. I apologize, just, yep.
Okay, thank you. I spoke to the president, and he extended an invitation for the board president to speak to the senior citizens. So I think it's a first. Good luck.
Okay. All right, I know quite a few of those folks,
Yep.
so I'll be happy
I
to.
think it'd be great for you as president to give an overview of our district's updates on our infrastructure project, our school upcoming year, 25-26, highlight our board successes,
Okay.
And it'd be good to hear the senior citizens hear from the president directly.
Okay, all
Question
right,
and answer scenario.
I'll coordinate with you on a day that I'm available to stop in there, and I'd certainly love to invite them, like we did last year, to some of our activities and school productions. I just don't know what would be first on the list that I could invite them to, but I'll discuss with Dr. Garabay. I'll get everything together, and I'll set a date. So thank you very much. Okay, moving on to Naval Weapons Station Earl, Mrs. Ramirez and Mr. Scarpa. Okay. Yeah, no worries. I know everybody's still on summer, so it's still pretty slow for the next week or so. Okay, for the state and county school boards, I have some updates here. Okay, as you know, the school boards was updating their systems. I don't know if you guys checked in, but from August 20th through Friday the 22nd, their website was down, so there was no member portals or program registrations. But moving on to some good stuff, the New Jersey School Boards is actually, the legal department is launching its new monthly newsletter called Monthly Grounds, I believe it was called. And it's an education law update, so you can find that on our email. So a lot of times we run into legal issues, so this is going to be a great tool for us to, use when we're, looking at what's going on around the state. So that's an excellent update there. Also, the School Boards Association's meetings, we have one called AI for K through 12. And that will be how districts are implementing and leveraging technology for learning. That will be on October 7th at 6 p.m. at the Renaissance in Ocean Township. And lastly, reminding everybody that big workshop that I spoke about most of the year, the last 6 months, is October 20th through the 23rd in Atlantic City, and registration is still open. And that concludes my report there. We are going to invite Dr. Garabay to do her superintendent's report.
Thank you. And it's almost time, right? So we send the summer with 1 foot in 24-25, and now we are taking both feet into 25-26. And so thank you, everyone. Last week, everyone should have received their welcome back letter with me. And from feedback that we received through our parent advisory committee, we stayed with linking the school letters into one letter, so everyone didn't have to go back and look at different letters. We also, that had the welcome back notifications for each school. We are still working out details. Parent portal opened 9 o'clock on Monday, as parents anxiously know, with just get teachers, homerooms, those types of things. We did make some substantial updates to our to the busing information. So tomorrow the community is going to be getting a notification from us to just check their bus routes again in Genesis, because we have been making some changes, and so that would just before the 4th comes, that everyone is comfortable with their buses from the original launching of it. We have 115 new students registered in the district to start in September, with some more still in the hopper, the majority of which are at primary school, 94 of which are at primary school, 14 at elementary, and 7 at Cedar Drive. This year we're opening up with 60 military students, with more trickling in as we understand, and we're excited for that. The student orientations, new student orientations, are tomorrow, with they rotate through the district, starting at primary, then elementary, and then Cedar. And then a tradition that started years ago, Mrs. Barr and the staff at elementary, they have a kindergarten play date. Where is literally what it is that the students are grouped and they come together, and the families are invited, parents are come, and they have a organized play date, and the teachers come and facilitate, so it's time for kindergartners to get to know each other in that sense. So that's tomorrow. 3rd grade orientation as well as preschool orientation take place next week. So we have lots of orientations, all the fun things happening as school is right around the corner. We are encouraging families at this time to certainly, if there are questions, reach out. Reach out to your principals, reach out to your school secretaries. We don't want questions to go unanswered and people to feel not in the know. So just if you have any questions coming in, reach out. If there are new students that are still waiting, this would be a good time to come register. So if you know anyone, this would be a really good time as we're balancing classes. Please hurry. we have a spot for you. We just need to make sure you have it. We have all the information. So please make sure, if you know someone who's, still waiting for doing that, please, encourage them to at least make contact so we can start that process underway. As Mrs. Volpe referenced, our staff convocation is Tuesday, September 2nd, and we are so excited. It is literally one of my favorite days of the school year, aside from the first day of school for students, because it is one of the only times that all 270 plus of our staff members come together in one spot, and it is a pretty amazing sight, and it is impressive as the board president traditionally has addressed staff as one of the first community speakers who welcomes your employees, because it is a staff, it is a family community, and they are your employees, and we come together and they are ready. Our 10-month people come back hopefully refreshed, recharged, and ready to start on a whole nother school year with students. And they're excited. It's an exciting day. It is we turned it into years ago a community celebration. Representatives from the Township Committee, Mayor Buss, Deputy Mayor Viola will be there, representatives from the PTO will be there, representatives from the police department come to show that this community supports, and it's a celebration of the start of another school year in the Colts Neck Township schools, and that's what we really like it to be. We have staff recognitions right from the first time, that first start of the school year, and it's a fun day. That's followed by our staff PD day on one of the professional development days, which we've been working on preparing for. Dr. Reynolds and her team working to coordinate everything in the buildings there on the 3rd. And then we also had our new teacher orientation yesterday. So as we bring them in to get them all set up with, get things going and touring in the buildings and get everything going for that. So lots of news, lots of firsts, lots of excitement as the start of the school year. I've shared this a couple times in years past. Nothing gets me more excited, and I know the start of the school year starting when you hear a bus, the roar of a bus engine. There is no other sound like the sound of a school bus, and when you hear it go by because they start their running, you know the school's coming. So I know there's fall, there's the change of the leaves. For me, it's the sound of a bus that really gets me going and knows that school is coming. And much appreciation to all of our principals, assistant principals, the Nick Moretta, Nicole Orozco, Don Petrella, everyone who just works tirelessly to stop, reset, and restart within 2 months to get everything up and going for the year. And thank you for the board for supporting everything that we've been doing, even behind the scenes in the summer to make it happen. Because all those things that appear as line items going forward are now being put into place and being put into action for our students. So we're looking forward to welcome everyone. We do have a board meeting next Wednesday, so I'll hold my true welcome and celebration for the next day, but just looking forward to welcoming everyone back to the 25-26 school year. And that concludes the one last thing that I will share for next Wednesday is that we did receive a New Jersey broadcast this week that I know Dr. Reynolds wants to speak to. We're going to bring forward for the curriculum conversation next week. They're doing a field test of a new NJSLA test, which is an adaptive test, and every district is part of the field test. There's no option not to, and that's going to be in the fall. So that's something that we're navigating and learning more about. There's training sessions for it and everything, but I know that Dr. Reynolds wants to have it, but we were alerted to it. So I just wanted to let everyone know that sometime in the fall, the district will be participating, select students will be participating in the field test for the new NJSLA.
When you say select students,
Grade levels, certain grade levels are for the field testing, is what they're going to be looking at. So just stay tuned on that, but everybody was alerted to that. Okay? And that concludes my superintendent's report.
I just wanted to add a comment. I mean, although I'm going to be very sad, my daughter's going back to school, but I'm sure there's many parents that like the roar of the bus as well. Okay.
We call that the tag you're it syndrome.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I could see why. All right, folks, we're going to take note of the information items under one, the superintendent's report. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry, the one, yep. And then move to the action. Wait a minute, we're missing the comments. I'm sorry. Comments from intending constituents first. If there's anybody here that wants to make a comment. You do not want to say anything? Okay. All right. Well, thank you for always coming and participating in our meetings. We really always appreciate you. So thank you. All right, moving on to the action items. If I could have a motion to move action items 1 through 2 on the agenda. All right. Any questions or comments? Okay, can I get a roll call?
Yes, you may. Superintendent, action items 1 through 2. Mrs. Cameron?
Yes.
Mr. Arrico?
Yes.
Mrs. Ramirez?
Yes.
Mr. Rignetta?
Yes.
Mr. Scales?
Yes.
Mr. Scarpa?
Yes.
Mrs. Volpe?
Yes.
Mr. Walsh?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Great, thank you. Moving on to buildings and grounds, can I get a motion to move those 3 items?
Motion? Second?
No.
All right, who's got it?
So Mrs. Cameron raised the motion.
And I'll second it.
Okay, got it. Your second, Mrs. Ramirez.
That's right, yeah, that's okay. However, we need to get these passed, it's okay. Okay, so we got our first and second then? All right, can I get I'm sorry, any questions or comments on those 3 items?
Just a general appreciation for volunteers. The township relies, and our Board of Ed relies on a series of volunteers along the way, so appreciation to any folks who volunteered in this space.
Great, thank you, Mr. Scarpa, for recognizing that. At this time, we'll take a roll call.
B and G items 1 through 3. Mrs. Cameron?
Yes.
Mr. Arrico?
Yes.
Mrs. Ramirez?
Yes.
Mr. Rignetta?
Yes.
Mr. Scales?
Yes.
Mr. Scarpa?
Yes.
Mrs. Volpe?
Yes.
Mr. Walsh?
Yes.
Thank you. The motion passed.
Great, thank you. I need a motion to move items under curriculum. There is 1 through 4. 1 through 4.
Motion.
Second?
All right, anybody have any questions or comments on those particular?
I just wanted to understand number 3 a little bit more, if that could just be explained.
So Title III funding, as you can see on the bottom, for resolution number 4, is part of our ESEA entitlement grants, the state formula. When a district receives $10,000 or less, the state forces you to join a consortia, which means it's managed by another school district. So it has nothing to do with us. It's just a case where they are literally, everyone logs into eWig, the electronic web-enabled grant system of the state, and they manage our Title III funding. So when you get lesser money, instead of them funneling the money through different things, it's managed by that. So it's really just a mechanism. We are still have complete control over how it's spent, the decisions that are made, something. It's just the way the money is funneled through the application. Thank you. You're welcome.
So Freehold Township Public District does not control anything that happens here.
Just hitting the button for the application. That's all.
That's good to know. All right, moving on, can I get a roll call?
Yes, curriculum items 1 through 4. Mrs. Cameron?
Yes.
Mr. Arrico?
Yes.
Mrs. Ramirez?
Yes.
Mr. Rignetta?
Yes.
Mr. Scales?
Yes.
Mr. Scarpa?
Yes.
Mrs. Volpe?
Yes.
Mr. Walsh?
Yes.
The motion passed.
Okay, great, thank you, Mr. Marasco. Moving on to finance, I need a motion to move items 1 through 19. 1 through 19, there's quite a bit under there, so if anybody, let's do a motion first, and then you could take a look at that.
Second.
Okay, I'd like to move to item number 9. I have a comment. I know I had questions myself on this particular item. I spoke to Dr. Garbe lengthy about this afternoon. I just wanted to give the full board ample time to address their questions with her. So if anybody wants to comment or question this particular item, now is the time.
So this is grant money that we're receiving for this $51,072?
This is paid for, this is actually part of our extraordinary aid. So extraordinary aid is our additional funds that the state receives. There's an application where it's a detailed application where we identify students with disabilities, the specific disabilities, the needs, the services, all of those things. And this is additional money that the district receives outside of its state aid to address and account for services for these students with disabilities that have to be funded by the district. So basically, there's mandates that have to, occur when supporting the educational programs of students with disabilities, and we receive extraordinary aid for this. So that's what that is. It is a one-year contract. It is not a staff member. It is something, what wound up happening was actually years ago, because the need varies a little bit depending upon the caseload. This is case management of special education students. And because of the addition, rather than hiring a staff member, this is a contracted service for case management. And it varies by year depending upon what that need is outside of and above what our CST does.
After a year, we don't have the extraordinary
Need. Correct. Correct, which is why it's actually wasn't part of the, when we were putting the budget together, it was something that was removed from the budget to get to the zero base, because we said, let's figure out what the exact need is going to be and hold off for the approval of adding this in if it was needed. So that's why it's appearing today.
Is that why it's also not under personnel? Because it's
Correct, it's a contract. It's not a person. It is a contract with an independent service.
So if the contract, for whatever reason, let's just say halfway through the year, the state, whoever says, you know what, we're not going to fund this anymore.
Okay?
They can't do that.
They can't do that. They can't do that. No. Yeah. There's no obligation beyond the year. There's no obligation with the contract, and it's an up to amount. So that's based on the need of what our projected needs are for case management, the evaluations that have to be done that this person manages, and then as well as the meetings that take place for IEP meetings. Up to 51,000.
In general, like 9, 10, 11, 9 and 10, how were these vendors selected? Like, was there a bidding process, or how was it
Yeah,
selected?
but not a bidding process. We go out for quotes because of a threshold. We get different things, and we'll look at you'll see, like Brett Denovi, that there's MOESC, there's different services, and we try to look at the MOSC gets a significant amount more for case management, and this person was actually someone that we've been using who actually came out of a company and started their own LLC to do this at a lower rate for us, to take out the middle person. So that's something that we work on. So how it's vetted out through the service, through competitive bid and quotes. That's what it is with management. It's not necessarily put out to bid because of the amount of service, but we look at competitive quoting for it through different agencies that provide the same services. Same thing with PT. Rather than asking the board and saying, I need another PT, it's a service. It's a contract for the additional services based on the needs of the IEPs and students who have physical therapy in their IEPs. Yep.
If we don't use, for some reason, the 51,000, we don't use it, where does it go?
We keep it.
Okay.
If Vince wants it, go ahead, Vince.
That's
Go
what I'm saying.
Yes,
I
how
just
does it go? Go ahead.
Yeah, it just becomes you just close the portion of the purchase order, and it becomes, back into the budget.
Okay. Goes back.
Okay, all right, that's good. All right, anybody else like to get more information on this?
Have we used them before? Okay, so we have, like data that shows that they have been successful with our students.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Our case managers work directly with the parents of our special needs students, as well as the students themselves. They observe, case management when it goes into CST members. So, yes, with regards to service and regards to everything, we've been extremely pleased and had very positive feedback and successful of the program of the different. They call it case management, is what they refer to in the evals.
Last question. Would you say that we have a bigger caseload this year than other years for these students?
215 of our students require case management in the district, and we have a team of 5 that are full-time.
Okay.
Are there limitations on what this extraordinary aid can be used for, or or can it be used for anything we choose?
It can be for for anything. Impact aid has a wider, it can be. But for circumstances that you see have come up through the summer, for an example, like instructional assistants and things like that, that are required for IEPs, we try to allocate extraordinary aid first for that, because it's something that comes directly as a result of the additional needs of a district, financial needs and needs for students. So we try to align that as much as possible. It doesn't necessarily have, it's not completely unrestricted, but we do have leeway as to how we can appropriate.
So by using it,
Mm-hmm.
by using what the state, right, it comes first from the state?
It comes from the state. Mhm.
Okay, so by using it, then it sort of ensures that we will continue
Correct.
receiving it. Okay.
Correct, correct. And there's a yearly application. Yeah, there's an application every year, and you have to justify how many students are in autism programs, how many students are in this, how many students are that type of thing. And then there's a formula. And like depending upon like the formula is certain amount for out of district, certain amount for in district. So, they have a formula for it, that they come up with an amount.
Okay.
So it's the cost, it's the program, and then it's the in district or out of district that comes through.
Okay, well, thank you for applying for this every year.
Of course, yeah, of course. It's good. It's well worth it.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, great news. There's quite a bit. I looked through everything. I pretty much am satisfied with all the answers I received. Is there anybody else that want anything else explained? All right, at this time, let's get a roll call for those items under Finance 1 through 19. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead. Yes.
Point of clarification, this is probably a question for you, Vince. The Cedar Drive Middle School, we completed the paving project, we discussed that during the House and Grounds. I see that we're going from an exceed not from 100,000 to an exceed not to 140 to, but there was a last minute change order. Is that what happened there?
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a change order. It was just a function of, during the job, more need for the supplies, which recognized that we were going to exceed what our first authority was.
Yeah.
So I'm just adding an extension to that to provide cushion, so that when the labor portion, when we're invoiced for that we have enough room in the approval.
The district didn't receive that. That was pretty late, wasn't it, in the process? You didn't get notification until a late
Yes.
point.
Yes, it was.
A change order.
Yes, it was essentially during the job.
Right.
Doing the job. Does that still keep us in line with, I think about going back, obviously the work is done, when we're going for proposals and stuff like that, are we still in line with other
Yes,
proposals?
I believe so, because it's through using the county shared services, so they have, more resources available when it comes to things like this, so it does make labor costs somewhat, more contained and controllable.
Okay.
The supply is a little bit different, but we were fortunate this time that we were able to get the pricing that the county was able to
Preferred rate.
purchase.
Very good.
Yes.
Thank you.
And that would have cost us over $300,000 if we weren't
Perhaps if we decided to perhaps go privately.
Point of clarification from all four. Is it county employees that are doing the paving, or they are getting a
Yes.
company through? So then,
To be honest, they may, have subcontracted some of the work
Yeah.
out, but
that's what I figured.
all in all, it's their estimate.
And do they tell us if they're subcontracting it out or if they're doing it themselves? Because if you think about it, we have a pool of taxes that we all pay toward the county, right? So funds should be drawn from what we pay as taxpayers, right? So it's like when they pave the county roads or they pave the other roads, that comes out of your tax. So if they're considering that town ground, is that why we have to hire the county in order to pave it?
We don't have to. We chose to
get it cheap.
pursue the project through the shared service with the county.
But it's considered town, right? So the burden is on the town to pay for that, not the county. We just so happen to use the county.
We're also on our school district property, it's private property.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not public, so any upgrade is going to be warranted by our school board.
Yeah.
But we still save the
Great. So at this time, we'll move on to that roll call, 1 through 19, under finance.
Yes, Mrs. Camera?
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Arico?
Yes.
Mrs. Ramirez?
Yes.
Mr. Rignetta?
Yes.
Mr. Scales?
Yes to all. I have to recuse from number 9.
Thank you. Mr. Scarpa?
Yes.
Mrs. Volpe?
Yes.
Mr. Walsh?
Yes.
The motion passed.
Okay, great. Nothing under policy this evening or negotiations, nothing under transportation. Moving right into personnel. I'd like to get a motion to move items quite a bit, 1 through 22, 1 through 22.
Motion?
Second.
Great, I just want to make a comment. I know during, let me just find it right here. Under the communications, we had that Mrs. Ariana Kosak apply for an internship here. I just wanted to welcome her. Dr. Garibay has graciously approved her internship, and she will be starting soon with our district. So I just want to thank her for choosing the Colts Neck District to do her internship, and for, I don't know if I'm allowed to say her college, but for her college, for reaching out to us and requesting that approval. So thank you to Georgian Court College, and we're excited to welcome Ariana aboard, so thank you. Okay, so back to the motion to move those items. Did we do it? I'm sorry.
We did.
I'm sorry. Roll call. Thank you, Mrs. Ramirez.
Yes, you may. Mrs. Camera?
I just want to first congratulate all the teachers that are moving up. I see quite a few going from their masters to masters plus 30, and masters plus 30 to masters plus 60. And with
Wow,
that,
nice.
yes.
Very nice.
Thank you. Mr. Arico?
Yes.
Mrs. Ramirez?
Yes.
Mr. Rignetta?
Due to my employment with New Jersey State Disability and Family Leave, I'm going to have to recuse from numbers 10 through 16, about yes to all the rest.
Thank you. Mr. Scales?
Yes.
Mr. Scarpa?
Yes.
Mrs. Volpe?
Yes.
Mr. Walsh?
Yes.
The motion did carry. Thank you.
Okay, great. We are going to move back into the comments for attending constituents. If anybody here would like to make a comment or a question? You're still good over there?
I'm still good.
You sure, you sure? Last call? Okay. All right, we're gonna close public comment. I'd like to open it up to new business. If anybody would like to say any new business or comments? Mrs. Cameron? Yep, Mrs. Cameron?
Okay, so resident Alan Ryan, Dr. Garibay, and I have been exploring the possibility of partnering with Tunnel to Towers to bring age-appropriate assembly programs to all 3 schools. So we're looking to obviously have that. Just to give a little background, Tunnel for Towers has supported America's Heroes. It provides mortgage-free homes to families of fallen first responders and Gold Star families with young children. It's dedicated to ending veteran homelessness and ensuring that the nation never forgets September 11th. So we've had a few phone calls, and Dr. Garibay and I looked at the curriculum. There's a whole curriculum, and it's tailored completely for our school district. It's like perfect. It's K-2, 3 to 5, and middle school. Like we both couldn't believe it. It was tailored exactly that way. So hopefully at the next meeting we'll have some more updates with that. And this is sort of going kind of along with what Dr. Garibay spoke about earlier about these new tests that are coming. So they're adaptive tests, meaning that the questions change depending on how a student answers. Obviously easier if they struggle, harder if they're doing well. And it's a field test. So we do want to kind of maybe at the next COW just be mindful of how much testing we already have, because this is now going to add an additional week of testing. It is a field test, so like Dr. Garibay said, we don't have any sort of say on it, but it's just just to be aware of, as well as obviously all our special needs students. They need to get additional time, small group settings, et cetera. So it really, it's a lot of preparation that was kind of thrown upon our administrators. So that's my new business. That's my
May I add something?
Yes, I will too. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to add, I wanted to thank, I know she's here, but Ida West Jones, you've been working tirelessly with Dr. Reynolds for our Purple Star applications that have gone for all 3 schools, and I know they're due at the end of September, and they're well underway. There were mandatory trainings online that the administration had to participate in. That's part of it, and so I think we're well underway. There's certain staff requirements. We checked a lot of the boxes, but she is certainly keeping us on task and keeping us on track, and much thanks and appreciation to her, Dr. Reynolds, who really have taken the lead on doing this, and hopefully having 3 successful applications for good news, which would be a great thing to add to our school district. So thank you for all the time and effort you put into that. It was much appreciated.
I want to reiterate what Phyllis said. We want to thank Alan Ryan. He's always thinking of our district in ways to help our children. He donated an encyclopedia set earlier in the year, and he's always looking out for our kids' best interest. I also want to thank Anthony Buffalano. He is a resident of Colts Neck and who sits on the Tunnel to Towers board, who me and Kevin happen to be good friends with. So I always want to thank him. I always reach out to him constantly in reference to the Tunnel to Towers, and I always want to thank him for his service serving on that board. So thank you, Mrs. Camera. Anybody else with new business?
Just one thing I forgot to mention earlier, that October 17th is going to be a mother and son dance at Trump.
Oh, very nice.
At Trump National. So hopefully it goes better than the last time.
With the
at
father-daughter
at Father
dance?
Dance at Trump National. Rob was there firsthand. I didn't get to go. There was a whole story to that. So hopefully it goes better this time. They got their act together this time. I'm sure they do, especially since they're doing it back at Trump National. So again, that's October 17th. And it's for boys and their mothers, ages from pre-K to 5th grade. So if you would like to sign up for it, email cnsfmotherson@gmail.com. That's CNSF for Colts Neck Sports Foundation, motherson@gmail.com. Thank you.
Great. Thank you for remembering that, Mr. Ignata. All right. Anybody else have new business? Yes. Yes, Mrs.
So we are, I don't want to speak for it, but we're working to, there are still, I think, some registrations we're waiting for and encouraging, that type of thing. So they sometimes will come in after, as things are going on. Also, there's a homeschool component, that we're working with as well. So there's, they come in and, so we'll have some changes mid-year. I think there are some mid-year changes coming in too. So it's going to be a rolling probably for the year. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Lastly, I just want to touch base. I know our student liaisons, we have about 4 or 5 carrying over from last year. And I know the beginning of the year is going to be very busy and hectic getting everybody acclimated with their classes. But can we maybe throw in a meeting, this way I could come to the school again, sit with them, maybe get them back into the mission of advocating for Cedar Drive and so on. I don't know. I'd like to welcome the invitation. Any board member who would like to come with me, they're more than welcome to. I always want to leave that open for everybody to participate. I usually go in the morning at 10 o'clock. It works well for Dr. Rigby and the students. So if anybody wants, we could, Mr. Scarpa, that's fantastic. If you want to, they'll pick the dates usually. Dr. Rigby's very, very flexible. He gives me like 2 or 3 dates to work around my schedule. So I'll throw that out to you, and maybe you could attend with me. That would be awesome. All right. Anybody else? Okay, at this time, we are going to move into executive session for those 3 items, individual privacy, confidential matter, confidential personal matter of personnel, and negotiations superintendent contract. We will run approximately about an hour, and no action will be taken at this time. So I need a motion to move into executive session.
Motion.
Okay.
Or second.
All right. Yes.
Aye.
And, yep, and we will be ending live stream and will not be resuming at this time. All right. Thank you. Yeah, bye-bye now. Thank you. What's that?